Hi, Kelly. I'm
Hi.
April. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Why are you here today and how can I help?
I'm having some issues at work.
Okay.
My boss, I think she's crazy. She drives me crazy. Um, she is just really fake and no one really understands. Like, I see all the stuff that she does
Okay.
and no one else does, and I don't have any way of letting anyone know.
Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit more about what goes on at work and
Well, we work in the after school program,
okay.
and one of the big problems is that her son goes there,
Okay.
and he is very bad. He breaks a lot of the rules, and he gets away with them. He gets sent to her office, but since she's his mom, he always gets sent back with no consequences. And the kids pick up on that, and they feed off that, and they get upset,
Okay.
and that makes me upset.
Okay. And so does that upset you when the son goes off with no consequences and the other children have consequences?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit? Now we can. Do you know anything about cognitive behavioral therapy?
I
It's
don't.
called CBT. Okay. So, we can reiterate problems over and over and over, but what we're going to do today is something called cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's a program that can help you with your feelings, how you're feeling when you go to work, and the frustration and the anger that you feel, or the sadness, or whatever the words are that you're feeling. We can set you up on a program to help you deal with that.
Okay.
So, when you're at work, can you tell me a little bit about your feelings when you're there and the type, what you're actually going through, what's happening to you inside?
Well, I feel angry,
Okay.
and I feel um, used.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know what the word is, but I feel like I want to tell everybody about her, but I can't.
Okay.
I don't know what the word
So, besides angry, what other kind of feelings do you have during the course of the day when you're there around her? Um, what other kind of feelings are you feeling when you're around your boss? And is it that no one else is around her? When you're around her, you're just you and her by
is.
yourselves?
No, there's other people around, but
Okay.
when I'm the one who knows about stuff that she does when she's not around other people, because I
Okay.
am there,
Okay.
and then I see how she acts in front of other people, so I just, like, her being so fake, it really
Okay.
bothers me.
Okay. And when you say it really bothers you, can you put words to that statement? It really bothers you. What are the words? If we can think of some words that has meaning.
Anger, resentment.
Okay, resentment.
Yeah, it makes me resent her son more because she doesn't do anything about it, and it's not his fault, but
Right.
and I guess I don't know. I just want to quit. I just don't want to be there.
Okay. So you've actually thought about quitting?
Yes.
Okay.
But the only reason I don't is because of the kids, and it's really close to my house.
Okay.
So it's really convenient for me right now.
Okay. So when you say that you're being used at work, are you being used by? Is it like a daycare type, or is it a school system?
Yeah, it's at a school, and it's the after-school care system. But
okay.
I feel like I'm being used in the things that I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
That I'm doing my job, but I don't get the right credit for it because she's very like catty and very like she's like a teenager, but she's an adult.
Okay.
She acts like a teenager.
Okay.
And like when people come in for audits or things like that, she changes the entire program. So it's like a lie, and I hate having the stuff that she asked me to do. I don't even want to do it because it's not what we usually do.
Okay. So she's telling stories. She lies. So that's a thought. And you would like to quit, which is a thought. You feel that she's fake.
Yes.
Which is a thought, and you feel used.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what you're feeling when you're feeling used.
I'm feeling angry.
Okay.
I don't want to do things for her because of the way she is.
Okay. What about the fact that you feel that you're thinking that she's fake? How does that make you feel when you're walking around with this boss who's completely and totally fake? What's that feeling like when you're there?
It's angry also. I
Okay.
get in a bad mood because
Okay.
I just see her walk around and be all nice to everyone and really knowing what she just did 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
It really bothers me.
Okay. And when you are there at work and you're feeling like, you know what, I just want to quit. This is ridiculous. What are you feeling what's that initial feeling when you say, I'm going to quit?
I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I'm sick of it's every day. There's always something new. There's always something that she does that's an issue for me.
Okay. And when she tells lies to people and you know that she's lying, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel angry and also sad. Like for the kids, she'll say that she told her son this, and that she gave him this discipline, but I know that she didn't. And then if another child does the same thing, they actually do get punished. So I get very upset and offended because I feel bad for the kids who actually do get punished and how he doesn't, her son doesn't.
Okay. So part of CBT is sort of teaching you between both of us, and it's an agreed contract, so to speak. We're going to agree on teaching you how to deal with these feelings. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a scale from 1 to 100, and I'm going to ask you how, on a scale from 1 to 100, 100 being the worst and 1 being the least, how you feel when I mention these words, okay? So with angry, 1 to 100, what would you say how angry do you get, 1 to 100, when you're at work?
100.
Oh, okay, 100%?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that feeling of resentment when you're actually around her and you have that resentment, like I resent her, what scale would you put that on?
Well, I resent her 100%, but I also resent her son like 80%.
Okay, so your boss is at 100%,
Mm-hmm.
and her son, you feel resentment 80%, and that's because he gets away with things, and he knows.
And he knows, yeah.
Okay.
And he shows off about it too.
Okay. Okay. So the son showing off, that I'm going to put under thoughts. That's a thought. And when he shows off, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel so angry.
Okay.
Because there's nothing I can do about it. I feel like helpless. Like I can't do anything about it. I can't discipline him because the next step is for him to go to see her and get his privileges taken away, but they don't get taken away. And so when he goes to see her, it's not like when other kids go to her office.
Okay.
So I just feel helpless and I can't do anything about it.
Okay. You mentioned that it puts you in a bad mood when you're there, when you see these things. Can you rate that 1 to 100, you being in a bad mood at that moment in time when you're at work?
It'd be like 70% of the time I'm in a
70? Okay. And how exhausted do you feel when this is happening?
Like 60%.
60?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm over it, but I know that I don't really have a choice, so.
Okay. And sad?
60%.
And offended?
Like 70%.
Okay. And you say that you feel helpless. How can you rate that? What would you rate that at?
About 70%.
70?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like I can't. There's really not much I can do. Like I have my group of kids, and there's not really any higher people I can go to because she's really close with the principal.
Okay. Okay. So she's close to the principal?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's a thought. She's close to the principal. How does that make you feel when she's fake and she tells stories How does that make you feel that she's close to the principal and there's nothing that you can do about anything when you're there?
It just reiterates me being helpless and angry because
Okay.
I know I could go to her, but that would be the person I would need to go to, but I know that it wouldn't make a difference because she sees her in a completely different way. She doesn't see all the things that I see and things
Okay.
like that.
Okay, very good. So another part of cognitive behavioral therapy is taking all these feelings that you have and taking the worst one and trying to figure out as a team what we're going to do to help you when you're at work. So it looks like the worst one is going to be anger. So we're going to write down anger. And the second one is resentment. Resentment. Okay? And the third one is going to be helpless. Okay?
Okay.
Now, together we're going to try to figure out when you go to work next time what you're going to do when you get angry at this woman. What can you do? What types of things do you think that you can do when you're there, when you get so angry after she tells a lie or she is fake when other people come around and say she's doing this and she's doing that? What can we do to bring that level down so it's only a 5%? What can you do? What kinds of things would you be allowed to do and can you do at work when you're around that?
Maybe just focus more on the kids, like play a game
Excellent.
or something like that.
Excellent. So
I mean, I should be focusing on the kids anyways, but that's where I let it get to me too much.
Okay, so you're saying to put all your energy into the children, which is why you're there, which is an excellent idea. So, and that would get rid of a lot of the anger because you wouldn't be focusing so much on her just telling a lie, or when someone walks in she's telling these stories that aren't true, but your focus would be on the children, which is a really good idea. So all your energy on the kids. And then when you feel resentment, is there anything else that you can do, like maybe walk away when, let's say, someone comes in and she's having this fake lie conversation? Could you remove yourself from that completely?
Yeah,
Is there a way
I'm thinking I really want him, because the worst part is he's in my group. He's in my grade level.
Oh,
so I really want to, but I love all the other kids in that grade level. So that's my problem, is I don't want to switch grades, but I don't want him in there.
Can you, so she's sort of forcing that her son in your group.
Yeah, because he just happens to be in that grade.
Okay. So can you sort of ignore everything that's going on there?
Yeah, I can try. Yeah, I can try. Because I know that he knows, he's pretty smart for how young he is, and I know he knows what he's doing, so when he goes off in his little tangents, I can just try to ignore it.
Okay, so ignore the situation. So when you get angry when you're there, you're going to put all your attention and all your energy on the children. You're going to focus on the kids. When you're feeling resentment when something goes on with her, you're going to totally ignore her son and the situation. So those two things we're going to do. Do you think that that's plausible? Can we do that?
Yeah.
And the next week you're going to keep a little chart and you're going to keep the day and the time, and you're going to tell me what happened when you did that, when you focused on your class and when you ignored the situation, either her lies or her fakeness or whatever was going on that caused this deep resentment. You're going to write it down, keep like a little journal, and we're going to come back and review it, and then we'll go over the next session.
That sounds good.
Great.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.